When it comes to MCC Island, it's logical that many people have questions about it. Currently, we're close to celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the MCC Island trailer, and we have little to no information on MCC Island or its release date. Or do we? In this video, I will be diving deep into MCC Island, everything we know about it, and of course, what you clicked on the video for, when it will be released. So let's start there. First off, we have to take into consideration that MCC Island has not even had its closed beta yet. Though we do have information about the player counts, as the IP has been leaked on the MCC 21 admin stream. From this, we can see that player counts are mostly above 0, and sometimes they've even spiked to as high as 30 players. So it's quite obvious that the closed beta is coming soon due to this information. But when exactly will that be is another question you may ask. Well, kind viewer, it will come at the end of MCC 22. It wasn't a coincidence that I mentioned the 1-year anniversary of the trailer at the beginning of this video, as it is quite obvious that on the 1-year anniversary is when they'll choose to release the MCC Island closed beta. And all evidence supports that, though don't be too surprised if my hypothesis turns out to be incorrect. Now, when the actual server comes out is a little bit more vague. The typical beta test time in the video game industry widely varies, from as small of a time span as just 1 month to as long as 6. However, I'm willing to bet that the MCC Island beta test will only last 1 or 2 months. My reasoning? It aligns with the time that the most people are on servers, summertime. This would allow MCC Island's player count to shoot up after its initial launch, likely increasing the amount of players who still play on the server after the hype has died down. So, the TLDR of it is that the closed beta will begin in just a few days with the release of MCC 22 and the 1-year anniversary of the trailer, and the public release date is likely going to be in June or July due to it being prime time for servers as a whole. Now, let's see everything else we know about MCC Island. The server isn't going to have straight up the MCC games as they are in the event, instead having slightly altered versions of the game from the event for a variety of reasons, such as not widening the skill gap in MCC due to the fact that if the games are 1-to-1, competitors would play it and sweat on islands 24/7, which would make the event less fun overall. Of these altered games, Ace Race is the only game confirmed to be available at launch. It can be assumed that Ace Race will mainly consist of different maps than the actual MCC in order to not sacrifice the core premise of the game mode, while also altering Ace Race from how it is in the event. Sands of Time is also confirmed to be a game mode that will be released. However, it will not be released as a launch game, and I personally am curious to see as to how they will turn Sands of Time into a minigame. Another piece of information I found out after I recorded this video is that Hole in the Wall was the first game developed for MCC Island, which means that it has a very high chance of being released. However, it has not been confirmed by Noxcrew to be a launch game or a game that will be made at all. And that ends off the minigame section. In case you were hoping that you could get a sweet MCC coin yourself, I'll have to shoot you down as well. MCC Island will not have any decision dome or tournament format. However, there will be a party system in MCC Island, so you can still play with your friends. The final piece of revealed information is that there will be no music on MCC Island, and that's it. That is the amount of information we have for MCC Island. And personally, I can't wait to see the full scope of how MCC Island plays out. As for actual things we've seen, we have an incomplete lobby that we saw in an MCC 20 update video, but that's it. This is all of the information that we, on the date of May 23rd, 2022, have. However, let's move on to something slightly different. The final thing that I'll be talking about in this video is MCC Island versus Hypixel. Who will win? To find this out, we first have to look at how seriously Hypixel has been treating MCC Island. Despite the fact that Hypixel has made no public announcement, it's clear that they're taking MCC Island very seriously as a threat. It's no secret that Hypixel's newest game mode, World Wars, is just a clone of MCC's Battle Box, despite the twist that Hypixel has put on it. But you may ask, what does this have to do with MCC Island? Well, if I were any smarter, I'd say that World Wars is likely Hypixel's attempt at taking interest away from one of the most hyped up game modes on MCC Island, Battle Box, and putting it onto their own server. Unless this was the case, there'd be no reason to sacrifice so much time on bug fixing and giving the game its own identity.
Just like the book.
But that's just my take on it. Either way, it seems that Hypixel is taking MCC Island quite seriously, and I personally also believe that MCC Island will be a server that has much more attention to detail than Hypixel. And with the only server that comes even close to competing with Hypixel being MineHut, which has 5 times less players, I'm sure the Java Edition players will be open to a change of pace. So while the overall winner of this debate is up in the air, I believe that if MCC Island is executed properly, which it likely will be, it would definitely be able to surpass Hypixel. And that's it. If you're just as excited for MCC Island as I am, be sure to check out the content I make on the server when it comes out. On top of content, I'll also be live streaming MCC Island at the time it comes out, assuming I don't have exams or something. So keep your notifications on and be ready. That's all for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!